So next up, Todd Packer comes in the office and boy, does Dave Koechner own a room when he enters that room.
Yes. Dave told me last night on the phone, he said, Todd Packer just comes in and blows up your world and then kaboom, leaves.
It's
no consequences.
Mic drop.
Yeah.
See you later.
And then he's out. I have a little tidbit about Dave.
Oh, tell me.
Okay. So Dave told me he actually auditioned for Michael Scott.
What?
Yes. He had known Greg Daniels for years. He had done a pilot for one of Greg's writers on King of the Hill.
Yeah.
So he knew Greg for a long time. And they brought him in for Michael Scott. And he said, Ange, I was obsessed with the BBC version. And all I had in my head was Ricky Gervais. I couldn't do it any other way.
So he was doing a little bit of an impersonation of Ricky.
Yes. And I think a lot of people did that came in, but Steve had not seen it. And I think that really helped him kind of make his own person.
Yeah.
But he told me when they brought him in for Todd Packer, he was so excited because yes, it was based on Finchy, right? In the BBC version.
Oh yeah. So in the BBC version, David Brent has a friend named Chris Finch and they call him Finchy. And he is the Todd Packer of the British show. Basically, it's just this one-sided best friendship. And if you can believe, Chris Finch is worse than Todd Packer. If you watch the British show, you think it can't get worse than Todd Packer.
Yeah.
If you're looking for that, check out the British version.
Exactly. Dave said that he was so excited to come in for Todd Packer because they were just like, Dave, do whatever. And he just was like, oh, I got this. I got this. Him and Steve had just done Anchorman, as we talked about. So he knew it was just going to be playtime. I asked Dave, I was like, what is something you remember about that first day as Todd Packer? And he said, I remember the writing. I remember reading that script and thinking how fantastic it was. And I thought, when you have writing this good, anything is possible. I can go anywhere because what I have is so solid. And I said, did you improvise any of that? He said, honestly, I can't remember because I remember thinking the writing was so good. He said, if you see things that feel spontaneous, he said, the physicality of Todd Packer is very me. Is him.
Yeah.
You know, like all the stuff he does with Michael, the physical stuff, that's just Dave bringing life to Todd Packer. But he really just was just blown away by how good the writing was.
I remember when he came in, I was legitimately shocked and stunned.
Why?
Well, our show had been very quiet.
Oh, right. He's just a burst of energy.
And he was so loud.
Mm-hmm.
And so a lot of my reactions to him are real. They're like, what? Why are we shouting?
What's happening?
Because everything is a lot. This is so wow.
Because I'm 75. I'm Jenna Fisher. Why are you being so loud? I asked Dave, because Michael has a line where he says that Todd Packer is his BFF, best friend forever.
I saw that.
Yeah. And I said, Dave, how is he best friends with Todd Packer? He said something I thought was so sweet, actually, and just insightful into Michael. He said, oh, Angela, he said, Michael is so innocent and naive. He's almost childlike. He doesn't get a lot of what Todd Packer is. And how
that's such a good observation.
Yeah, he's like a little brother looking up to someone.
Yeah.
And maybe somewhere down the road he'll see how inappropriate, but he's just in this childlike enamored phase.
Oh, I love that, Dave Koechner.
Mm-hmm.